Welcome, everybody. It is race day. My name is Dave Ward here for Top Box TV, powered by Guboa Motorsports. In the broadcast booth with me tonight, Brody Center. How's it going, Brody?
Oh man, I'm excited to be here tonight.
I'm telling you what, I think that tonight here at Bark River is going to be some of the best racing right alongside Crandon as far as everything goes. And I'm super excited to see what it has to bring. Trying a few new things here with the broadcast. Unfortunately, the scheduled link didn't work, guys, so I appreciate everybody kind of sticking with us here. We're going to get it all figured out, and maybe by the end of the season, we'll have a broadcast go off without a hitch. Kind of what I'm hoping for, anyway. Brody, tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you into the broadcast booth tonight.
Well, as you know, formerly, you and I used to do a lot of dirt circle track stuff together. We grew up together out here in Arizona before you departed. Been at the dirt tracks with you in person, and we carried it on over to iRacing when you weren't able to be here. Started a couple of our own little sim series ourselves, UDSS, Arizona Dirt Mafia, all that fun stuff. I'm just glad to be here, and hopefully we can continue to run this route together and make something of it.
Well, for sure, and I think that it's going to definitely be a good night of racing, and we love to call the action that we see. So super glad to have you here as well, and we're just kind of checking some people out here on track right now. We've got Nathan Metaxen sitting in the second position there in the green and white Ford. And Clay Erickson sitting in third. He is currently off track. Here we go with Clay Erickson. He is running the Krispy Kreme entry tonight. Say he's only doing this for one night only. So that'll definitely be interesting to see how that happens here. He is running some of the top times. I was watching him practice throughout the week, and he picked up about 1.5 seconds to almost 2 seconds, which is quite a bit here.
Yep. Dave Erickson, one of my hometown heroes for sure. He races sport mods out here, Casa Grande, Arizona. Been really impressive lately. Like you said, in the top three, burning those top times down, and he's going against some pretty hard, tough competition. Cody's even joining us tonight, and he's going to be one to watch and one to beat, but I think Clay's got a chance.
Yeah, so the owner of the league, Cody Weinecke, I always pronounce it wrong. It is Weinecke. He is actually running in the Pro 2 class tonight, which, if you'll notice, folks, all of the Pro 4s will have a yellow background. I know that we still have a little bit of work to do on the number situation, but the yellow background indicates that that is a Pro 4 truck out on the track, and the light blue will be a Pro 2. So as you can see right now, it looks like we have about 20 trucks on track, which is another great show here tonight. And about 50-50 mix of Pro 4s and Pro 2s. We think we have it figured out with putting the Pro 4s with the Pro 4s and the Pro 2s with the Pro 2s. Time will tell, though. So we are still doing some testing and trying to get everything figured out. This is the first time that we've done a mixed league. And you know how that goes, Brody.
Oh, yeah, it can be a cluster at time, but hey, now that I'm paying attention, I'm watching Braden Ward climb up the ladder here. He's now currently sitting in 7th. He's going to be another tough contender. Your son, Braden Ward, he's really impressed me lately. Been in future or past sim series with the Pro 2s, Pro 4s, and always seems to just not have very much luck, and I'm hoping this season it turns around for him.
Well, he's definitely found some luck here so far, and I think he's sitting in about second in points, maybe third right now for the Pro 4s. So definitely holding his own. I think he's kind of found what fits him a little bit better than some of the circle track stuff. He definitely seems to be holding his own here in this class, and I'm definitely glad to see it. Proud Papa.
Yeah, especially with these contenders like Harwood, Metoxen, Skiles, Edmondson. These are all big name people that are very, very well known in the sim world.
For sure. Well, I mean, Nathan Metoxen, He was one of the drivers that we were actually looking at possibly putting into a Pro 2, but just made it into the Pro 4s. And he is right at that skill level where he should probably be flirting with a Pro 2. And he's mad fast. So Off-Road Outlaw right there on the screen. Part of the Off-Road Outlaws, I should say. Running that green, white, and black truck. Just a trim lawn service on the side of that machine. Steve Harwood finding some luck last week getting onto the podium, and he's looking to try and repeat it once again here in the number 83 sitting down in pit road. Clay Erickson definitely working on getting his times down. His fast lap right now, Brody, 1:13.8, and he was flirting with the 1:14s when I was seeing him, so he is definitely getting faster and faster.
Not too bad. Not very far off from Nathan Metaxas's fast time. He's 1:13.23. So if he can just gain that little bit there, find some moisture, or just hit a rhythm just right, he may be sitting in that top spot, Dave.
Absolutely. I think he's definitely got a shot. I think that of the Pro 4s, this is going to be one hell of a race, and it's going to be super close competition. Right now, checking out Corey Skiles out on the track in the purple, white, and green machine. They're in the number 11. Premier Racing setups on the side of that thing. And he is sitting back in about 6th position there in a Pro 4. And he is definitely looking for some speed and looking for that Premier line to go along with this racing setup. So we'll definitely keep an eye on him tonight as well. He is one to watch as well. Flashing back to the Pro 2s, Josh Edmondson in the number 58, sitting down here on pit road, but he is like the top dog when it comes to Pro 2s here in this room tonight. He has a pro level license, and he is the only driver in here that has that. 1:14.53 for a Pro 2. Look at, he is faster than some of the Pro 4s. As you can see, he is the only blue dot in the sea of yellow up there towards the top of the screen.
Yeah, that would kind of make me shiver in my boots a little bit, Dave, because it can be intimidating. Sometimes the tracks can favor a Pro 2 truck, and if you got a better driver behind the wheel, that could just mean that he's going to give these boys a run for their money.
For sure. Absolutely. I think it's going to be interesting, especially with the competition cautions, that we have here in the main event. That always bunches everybody back up, and it's going to allow those Pro 2s to hopefully get within striking distance, see if anybody has what it takes to knock Josh Edmondson off of the top of the list right now. Sitting out here, it looks like we have about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in this practice session. Going to go ahead and get some music going here. Totally forgot to bring that up for you guys.
Man, bringing it on back to Steve Harwood, he is searching all over this track for the best line tonight. That's going to play a big, big factor in today's qualifying, and it's going to follow through into the race as well.
Absolutely. I think that he is definitely one of those drivers to keep an eye on, and he is improving each and every week, and it's really awesome to see.
That's the fun, great thing about this league. The great fun thing about this league is, it's a very uplifting league where we talk our drivers up and help one another. Cody out here putting in the work to help out these guys. And it's funny because right before a session, they go in there, Cody spends a couple minutes with them, and they come out seconds faster. Sometimes seconds faster.
Yeah, this was the first week that he actually did that, and we're a learning league, and we're trying to build the community and make it great. And I think the way to do that is to make everybody faster, which is going to make for a better show. It's going to make for a better race, and it's going to build people's confidence in the equipment that they're using. All right, let's see if we can grab a hold of Cody and see if he can take a moment here. He's probably clicking off a lap or two right now. Let's see Got Cody down here in the stream. How's it going, Cody? Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Super glad to hear it. Can you not hear us? Did you step away from the mic?
I gotcha. Sorry, buddy.
Tell us a little bit about what you're looking at tonight, since you're going to actually be joining us out on the track.
I actually won't be joining on the track. I'd rather just stay and watch these guys battle it out, because hopefully we're looking for a lot of good battles tonight. There's a good amount of people on the field, a lot of good drivers, so it's going to be a good one.
So what brought on the change?
I've been doing a couple private practice sessions, just helping out the drivers a little bit, giving them tips here and there, and they seem to be liking it, so they're getting really good.
Well, that's fantastic. You know, I think that, you kind of said it best. There's going to be some good racing here tonight, and it's definitely going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully Edmondson doesn't walk away with this one.
Well,
he's got the Pro2s down. He's really good at it.
He does. So qualifying has started, folks. We are out on track right now, riding along with Steve Harwood. Harwood out there trying to get it done as we speak, working on his warm-up lap.
Steve Harwood already giving her the onion, Dave. He's going to wine and dine this truck and make it feel that track and set in the groove and set that quick time. I would say Harwood probably going to be in your top 5 for quick times. That's just a guess of mine. I'd like your opinion on that one.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to be top 3 or 4 here. Let's see, we've got Maddox Bailey out here right now. He is also running, I believe, a Pro2. Is he in a Pro2? I believe so. Pro 4. Pro 4 for Maddox Bailey. He is out there working it as well. We've got Harwood. We've got Whitner. Vandenbush is out there.
Greg Johnson. Eric Anderson.
Waiting for a little bit of times to start rolling in here.
Toxin.
They're all getting ready to throw down some good laps here, and we will be interested to see who's going to take the top spot first here. About halfway through qualifying now, coming up on halfway, so you will start to see some times rolling in here. It looks like Braden Ward sitting on top of the spot right now. Riding along with him as he is getting his second lap in. Now Josh Edmondson up to the top of the board in a Pro2. What just happened here, folks? Edmondson in a Pro2 has outrun everybody so far. Salgado in the Pro 4 running a 1:15.37. He's going to be the top spot for the Pro 4. Eric Anderson out there. Anderson in the orange, white, and black number 888. Sponsored by K&N there. He is sitting 4th fastest with a 1:15.64. These guys getting ready to click off their second lap. Clay Erickson on the struggle bus. I was actually expecting a little bit more out of him tonight here in qualifying. He might be still trying to figure out what's going on with the truck. He had a 1:15.81 for his first lap. Timothy Meesimer right there, sitting in the 8th spot in a Pro2. I don't even think the paint is dry on that one, Brody. I just got done painting that right before the session. Haven't even finished it yet, but we're going to throw it out on the track anyway. And she looks pretty. Sean
yeah, I think she looks really good.
Yeah, it came out good, I think. Winkler out there sitting in the 11th position in the Pro2. He was up on the podium last week in the number 720 there for Racecraft. So let's see if he can do it again. Running the all-black truck. No fancy graphics. He just said he's just going to get it done. So We'll have to see how that works out for him. Nathan Matoxin, now your quick time, 114.33. And Clay Erickson sitting second fast with 114.48.
Yeah, I mean, earlier talking to Clay before the race, he said, you better butter me up. And I might have to after this because he's putting in the work and, he's really driving his tail off. Edmondson working his way back down like we figured it would happen because the track is speeding up for the Pro 4 guys, slowing down for the Pro 2s.
Yeah, the Pro 2s are out there trying to get it done. And it is unrealistic to have a Pro 2 out-qualify all of the Pro 4s with the amount of talent that we have in here. But Edmondson definitely, it shows his consistency. He was consistent on all the laps that he laid down here in qualifying, where the Pro 4s had to try and start to wind it up. Edmondson held his own and got it done. So he's going to be sitting fifth fast. Here we go. Heat races gritting up right away. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Why don't you check in out here in the chat? Let me know that that you can see us. We'll let you know if we can see you. Heat 1 taken to the grid right now. It's gonna...
So real quick, while we wait for everyone to grid up, Dave, why don't you go ahead and tell some of the people watching that might not be very savvy with these vehicles, whether it's asphalt, dirt, road course, how important is it to hit your mark and have consistency?
Well, I think that shows, with Josh Edmondson in his qualifying, he is set to run the same lap after lap after lap after lap, where the other guys kind of had to get warmed up, get everything going, and kind of get into that flow. Edmondson's flow is much faster, being that pro level driver. Having to be able to get that in iRacing, he has like a 7,000 I rating. It's something ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. When you first start, you have like a 1,500. It can go up or down, depending on how you finish in official races on iRacing. So the only way to do that is race officials, not even to run leagues like this. So here we go. They are rolling off right now. Nathan Matoxin and Steve Hardwood going to sit on the front row. Then it's going to be Greg Johnson and Braden Ward in row number 2. Row number 3, it's going to be Eric Whitner and Taylor Vandenbush. And then it's going to be Maddox Bailey and Brock Smith. Bart Fontenot checking in out there. He told, I heard him right before the broadcast started. He was in Discord and talking. He said he is unable to join us, but he always watches. So that's awesome to hear that. Always glad to hear it.
I'm always seeing Braden Ward and Matoxin have been battling it out a lot lately here, Dave. I think it's going to make this heat race very interesting. Brady Ward hot on his tail. Matoxin, if he makes one little slip up, Brady's going to be there to capitalize on it.
Yeah, these two have had their differences in the past for sure. Both drivers coming into the season have spent a little bit more time racing next to each other without taking each other out. Before, they seemed to be like rare earth magnets, and no matter what, they were just smashing the crap out of each other. Now they've kind of figured it out, and if you take each other out, what does that happen, Brody? That's happened to you before, I'm sure, running dirt cars.
Oh yeah, a couple of the times, it makes enemies, but one of my really good friends, Gary Ray, him and I actually race RC cars together now. No sense in spending money and bashing on all the big stuff when all the tracks out here are closing down. So one night I fed him one hell of a right rear and pretty much messed up both of our cars really badly. And the next day he messaged me and said, "We're gonna keep playing bumper cars." I said, "No, I let my feelings get the best of me." And he said I was a stand-up guy, and thanks for admitting it and actually pushing forward. Like I said, we actually do the RC thing together now, and we're teammates. So it's a fun gig.
There you go. I mean, that's it right there. You can either get into each other and have a chance of taking each other out, or follow until the time is right and try and make your move then. Steve Harwood still holding down that third position. And then it's Taylor Vandenbush, your first Pro 2 truck out there. Then we were going to jump back to Maddox Bailey running in the 5th position right there in the Pro 4, number 420. Greg Johnson in the Pro 2 running in that 6th position overall. and second position for the Pro 2. Now he's got a battle right there with the number 46. That's Brock Smith. Smith graphics all over the side of that machine. And Brock Smith trying to work his way up through. He started in the very back, so it'll be interesting to see. We're going to flash back up front. Look at this. It looks like a chain between these two trucks with Nathan Matoxin out front, Braden Ward still in tow.
Braden Ward back there, stalking his prey, waiting for Matoxin to make that one little slip up so Braden get around him. They're going to put on one hell of a fight till the finish here, Dave. Like you said, in the past they've had rivals, but I think they're going to want to go ahead and impress each other here, race each other clean, and put on a show for the fans.
Well, Braden Ward trying to make his move, can't get to him. He's waiting for a mistake out of Matoxin. Matoxin not making any so far, as they are 1 and 2. Flashing back, the gap now between second and third position, about 3 seconds. So the top two drivers pulling out away from third place, Steve Harwood, by about 3 seconds. Taylor Vandenbush right there, just a trim lawn service, your first Pro 2, sitting in the 4th position, and he is catching third place.
That's going to put him in a great spot for the main event, Dave.
100%. 100%. Taylor Vandenbush trying to chase down Steve Harwood. Not going to get there yet.
And this is like what we were just talking about, Dave. Hitting your marks, staying consistent, and being smooth gets you there.
Boy, I tell you what, you could barely slide a piece of paper between the top two trucks as they went around the corner in the last lap. Braden still waiting for his moment, seeing if he can make something happen. Matoxin running a flawless run so far. They are on pace with what we'll be expecting here in the feature. Low 114s or high 113s as the track wears in. Braden Ward going to make the move now as they get ready to roll over the whoops section. Can't get it done. He has to drop back in line. What do you see out there, Brody?
Oh, I'm still steady watching on Matoxin and Ward. I can't take my eyes away from this battle. They are getting so close to one another, but racing so clean, and they have a lot of respect right there on the line.
Absolutely. Yes, I am glad to see, I've kind of been talking to both of these drivers to try and keep them calm, and I think they understand each other now a little bit more. And, oh, look at Brady sticking a nose in there. Couldn't get it done. Let's flash back here, taking another look. Brock Smith with a few little problems there. He's going to be sitting in last place currently. Worst looking to go first. Can he catch back up in the number 46? Eric Whitner started out in a Pro 4 here. He is now running in the 7th position in a Pro 2. 7th overall, 3rd in class. Greg Johnson also in a Pro 2, running in that 2nd position. It's going to be interesting to see as they are rocking and rolling out there. Flashing back up front, Matoxin pulling out to about a 5 to 6 tenth of a second lead over Braden now. Braden needs to reel him in as these laps are clicking down.
The good thing in these trucks, Dave, is if you can respectfully feed a fender, feed a tire, anything. If you can do it respectfully, get around them, make them check up, whatever you have to do to get it in there, you guys can do that. You can force your way in a respectful manner and make them fight for that first position.
Absolutely. There is a little bit of room for some rubbing, to say the least. White flag is out right now. Jada Isom checking in. Let's go, Brady. Nick Wellhouse says, let's go. Out in YouTube chat, we see you guys. Tori Corona rooting for Steve Harwood. He is still sitting in the 3rd position. We're going to flash to him right now. He is about 5 seconds back from the top 2. They just absolutely smashed this heat race. Taylor Vandenbush running all by his lonesome, trying to catch up to Harwood, and he is definitely pulled away from Johnson. You can see right there Johnson come into screen. So now the Pro 2s are running 4th, 5th, and 6th, but 1, 2, and 3 in class.
Oh, what do we got here, Dave? Going up to 1 and 2. Brady Ward feeds him a door. Brady Ward and Metoxin.
Let's see. Hopefully, Metoxin will definitely mark that one down in the I will remember that column. He led the whole race. Braden Ward gonna sneak that one. You better keep your truck going. He might ruin it. I think that those two drivers, I think we're looking at a couple of podium finishes, or at least one of those two drivers will probably be on the podium for the feature, pending that there's not anything too crazy that happens. They were absolutely on a rail. Both of those drivers were.
I think I'm going to go ahead and have Brady come on up to the booth, Dave. What do you say?
Oh, you can pull him in here. That's fine.
Brady, how was that?
It was very terrifying, but it was fun. I didn't really want to get into him there, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
And in the lab prior, I was just talking to Dave about, feeding him a fender, feeding him a tire. In these trucks, it's a little more forgiving. But you made the move when it counted the most, and you were there at the end. You had me and Dave on the edge of our seats, and it was a really fun race to watch, and you put on a hell of a show for the fans.
Thank you. That's all we really hope to do out here. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun running with Nathan. We've been running really clean this year. I hate to get into him like that, but I saw a door opening. I saw a door opening, and I took it.
Well, we're going to watch for you guys in the main. It's going to be an interesting one. Heat 2 coming up to the track right now, Dave.
Absolutely. They are rolling out right now behind the iRacing pace truck. Starting on the pole position in the Pro 2 in the number 58. It is going to be Josh Edmondson. Starting outside of him, it is going to be Clay Erickson. Row number 2 is going to be Timothy Miesimer in the 101. And Corey Skiles in the number 11. Damian Bowers and Nick Nowak. Also Roy Rivas rounding out the field. Rivas right there with a Jeep paint scheme with an actual Jeep grill on it. That's kind of interesting to say. Whoa!
Oh, we got some contact now. Whoa. These boys are going to play really nice with this rookie, Dave. It's really intimidating if this guy's already here and being fast with the limited time that he has under his belt.
Clay Erickson is a rookie here in the Pro 4s, getting shoved around by a couple of Pro 2s. The Pro 2s are fast enough to get up to Clay Erickson. Josh Edmondson working on him right now. Erickson is probably a little bit nervous, I think. I think you can speak to that. When you are a real-life driver and then you still get into iRacing, you still get that same feeling of the nervousness as you would on track.
One of my really good friends, Zach Madrid, Clay, they can all tell you, I'm going to surprise you when I say this, Dave, but we get more nervous on iRacing than we do in actual real race cars. When you get into staging, you might have a little bit of the jitters there. As soon as you hit the track, it goes away. But from the drop of the green flag to the checkered in iRacing, you were on the edge of your seat fighting for that position because it's more of an even playing field, and it can be stressful at times.
For sure. I had a feeling that you were going to say that. I have heard that from multiple drivers. As we flash back to the track, 4th place right now overall, Timothy Miesimer right there in the Premier truck, running right next to Damian Bowers. Bowers there in the Pro 4, running side by side with some Pro 2s, and he is trying not to wipe them out. He's doing a great job so far. Roy Rivas right there running that Jeep Gladiator paint scheme. That is definitely interesting. Even as a painter, I haven't seen that one done yet, so that's definitely different.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and if Clay can go ahead and pull this off, Brady already won the first one. To get this second one, both my boys winning their heat would be huge for me. And, you know, I might be a little biased.
Well, Clay Erickson did step up, sponsored Brady for the remainder of the season, so Brady is running for Erickson Enterprises, and you know, I think that it's saying something with, you know, the rookie. We've seen some fast rookies out here in this series, though. We had Eric Whitner, who stepped up to the Pro 2 class because he was absolutely destroying everybody in the Pro 4s as a rookie. And some of those dirt track boys got it going on, you know. Josh Edmondson still sitting in that second position. The Nitro Circus, a next level racing machine right there, the number 58. Solid looking truck with Corey Skiles right on his heels. Skiles running that Pro 4, trying to catch up to Edmondson. He can't do anything with him yet. We got the track cam right over the ski jump, or right under the ski jump, I should say, with all the trucks jumping over the top. As we speak, you can see the field. Flashing back up front. Let's check them out. Erickson still holding it down. Skiles looking to make a move still on Edmondson. He is right there, but can't get it done. 1:14.57. I don't remember what Brady and Matoxin were running, but I do believe it was right around that time that Clay Erickson is throwing down as we speak. Bauer's still sitting in the fourth position. Then it goes Timothy Miesimer in fifth. Bauer's right there in the heartbeat of America. Also got Barks root beer all over the side of that thing, or on the hood, I should say. Miesimer right there, another premier racing setup. Off-road outlaw machine. And Nick Nowak, he is slightly off pace there. He is trying to catch back up. Let's see what he can do. That is a solid looking truck there too. Gray, white, and red machine as it sits on the track. Flashing back up front to Clay Erickson. He is going to be looking for a white flag here soon. Erickson clicking off the laps. He had a 115.21, so he is sliding back just a little bit. Track might be in that transition phase where it starts to get a little slower for a few moments until the blue groove starts to kick in. And then once that blue groove hits, it'll be a completely different track and super racy.
Well, I think in the main event here, Dave, we're going to have Clay Erickson, Matoxin, Ward, and Harwood up there. And they're going to put on a hell of a battle. But anything could change from the heat races into the main. Depending on how much character the track gets, it could throw a wrench in some people's plans.
Erickson must have heard me because last lap running a 1:14.7. So he was getting after it. Corey Skiles pulls up into the second position overall, second in the Pro 4 trucks as well. Able to sneak past Josh Edmondson. So now Skiles trying to charge with a late race charge, trying to catch back up to Erickson. I don't think he's going to have enough time, as we should be coming to the white flag here any moment. Skiles trying everything, using up every bit of the racetrack. White flag is out for Clay Erickson. Skiles going up over the first of two ski jumps here at Bark River. He is trying to catch up, but I do not see Erickson in the same shot. So Erickson trying to get out of that zip code. Edmondson still can't count him out there, sitting in the third position. Overall, first in the Pro 2 trucks. Has about a 6-second lead over the second place Pro 2 truck. Insane. because the second place Pro 2 truck is Timothy Messimer right there in the Premier Racing setup number 101. No slouch as it sits. And he is 6 seconds out over the top of him. So it is definitely interesting. As Clay Erickson getting ready to finish this one up, looks like his internet might be blinking out just a bit. He's going to be coming over the start-finish line any moment.
Wow, incredible, man. It's crazy that a rookie can come in here and pull that off.
Absolutely. Clay Erickson taking home the win here in heat race number 2. Then it's Corey Skiles, Josh Edmondson, Damian Bowers coming home in the 4th position, Timothy Messimer in 5th. 6th is going to be Nick Nowak and Roy Rivas rounding out the field. We're going to take a quick moment here, and we want to thank Gilboa Motorsports for coming on board here for the broadcast. They have sponsored the broadcast here for the remainder of the season. Want to thank those guys. They are out of Lake Havasu, Arizona. Make sure you check them out. They do all kinds of stuff for side-by-sides, and we're going to get a full list of everything that they do for the next broadcast. But once again, want to thank Gilboa Motorsports. We are now powered by Gilboa Motorsports. So here we go. Heat race number 3 getting ready to come onto the track. They are getting them re-racked and restacked and ready to rock and roll here. They are rolling off right now. Starting on the front row, it's going to be Drew Salgado and Eric Anderson. Row number 2 is going to be Sean Winkler and Drake Matag. Row number 3 is going to be Cameron McGeshik and Anthony James. And rounding out the field is going to be Solomon Borschinger. So Borschinger is going to be looking to improve his position there, as you see in the number 91 machine. Worst looking to go first. Can Red Man do it? Let's see. We are Green Flag Racing here at Bark River. Top Box TV. Once again, want to thank all of you guys for tuning in with us and supporting the channel. If you haven't subscribed or liked the video, make sure you do that. It definitely helps us out as we are trying to get our presence known here on YouTube.
Wow, this heat race is already a busybody, Dave. If you look mid-pack, they're beating, banging, loving, mubbing each other. It's going to be an interesting race here.
Absolutely. You know, Drake Matag, having issues last week, came in a Pro 4 and ran the race in a Pro 4, but back to his Pro 2 that he is supposed to be in, and he is getting it done right now as he is sitting in that 2nd position. Now, this heat race packed full of Pro 2s. Remember, folks, the yellow trucks or the yellow... Oh! Did you hear that? That was a big old wreck right there with Anthony James. The Pro 2s will have the light blue box around their number, and the Pro 4s will have the yellow box. We're still going to work that out a little bit, but we wanted to make sure that we could show you guys the difference in the trucks and where they are at for the class. So Anthony James totally smacked the pillar coming up and over. Drew Salgado way out front right now. He has a 2.8 second lead. Salgado running that number 109 right there in that split paint scheme. 117.54. So it's interesting to see as these heat races go on, before the blue groove kicks in, the track is definitely slowing down. That was also the first lap, so we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what he throws down here in the next few.
First heat race, we were running some pretty low 114s, high 13s. We're now in the 17s, like you said. It could be just that first lap jitter. We'll have to see on lap 2 what these guys are putting down. But the track slowing down could mean probably more driver.
Absolutely, you know, and it takes a lot to get these Pro 2s around the track. by themselves. The Pro 4s definitely have the advantage with 4 wheels pulling them in whatever direction the driver tells it to go. But these Pro 2s take a lot more finesse. As you can see right there, Drake Matag really working the steering wheel and hanging that ass end out, just waiting to, he makes that truck about twice as wide as it normally would be. Anderson trying to get by, but can't do it yet. Drew Salgado, 1:14.06. I believe that is the fastest lap of the heat races now. Right there in that split paint scheme right there in the number 109. So, yeah, I would say first lap jitters because he came back with a strong second lap. Flashing back to Eric Anderson right now in the number 888. Right there, the K&N machine. He is now working on Drake Matag. He just cannot get past him. Matag making that truck about 16 feet wide when it's only normally 8 feet. So
we're having another battle between Eric Anderson and Matag, just like we did earlier with Braden and Matoxin. Oh, here he goes. He's going to make the move. He's going to put out of the way. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. That's what makes these trucks exciting. Little loving, rubbing, bumping. It makes this really interesting to watch.
I guarantee that scared the crap out of Drake Matag, though, because a Pro 4 against a Pro 2, that is definitely a dangerous situation to be in if you're running the Pro 2. You do not have enough weight in that truck to really get it planted the way that happened. Anderson taking over that second position. Guess he is ready to try and chase down Drew Salgado now.
I mean, look at this run that Anderson is getting now. After getting around that Pro 2, Dave, he is on a mission.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Matag was possibly not holding him up on purpose. Matag was running the line that Matag needed to run. And, when you're the car behind, you have to find your way around. But
right.
I believe that Anderson was definitely faster and losing some ground to Drew Salgado. Salgado now running a 1:14.86, so that's about what we were seeing out of the other drivers. That hero lap of a 1:14.06, he was throwing down. Let's see, he's getting ready to cross the start-finish line, so we'll be able to see what he has for us this time. 1:14.37, that was right on par with Matoxin, Ward, and Erickson. Man, I tell you what, this main event, this is going to be some good stuff, I have a feeling, with Drew Salgado now throwing his name in the hat. And look at this, the fastest lap in the heat races before was a 1:14.06. Somebody just threw down a 1:14.05. I'll give you one guess as to who. They are on the screen right now. It's Eric Anderson in the number 888. So he is making his charge right now on Drew Salgado. Not sure if he's going to have enough time to get caught up there, as he has a lot of ground to make up, about 5.37 seconds. That's a lot, Brody.
He's got him in his sights right now, Dave. I think Anderson might have waited a little too long to make that move, but he tried to be consistent, and he also tried to be respectful. But at a time when it comes, he had to either shit or get off the pot, and he got around him, and he's pushing forward. He's in his sights. I like to see what's going to happen on this last lap here, Dave.
Yeah, the white flag just now coming out. So one lap to see what he can do. The gap still sitting at about 5.47 seconds is the interval between the top two drivers.
Man, it would be a great day for Eric Anderson if we had a hard charger reward for the heat races. He's been the hard charger tonight for sure, so far before the main event.
Absolutely. So as you can see down the lower right hand corner, the battle, it is now up to 6 seconds. So Drew Salgado not making it easy. Now he's working him down to about 5.3, 5.4 seconds is the gap between the top two drivers there. Flashing back, we've got another Pro 2 battle right here. We've actually got 4 of the Pro 2s all running together. Matag holding them off so far. Winkler right behind him. And then it's Anthony Janes in that AMX racing machine. Cameron McGeshik, he is no slouch either, and he is trying to throw his name in the hat. These Pro 2s get the same amount of points. We have to fix the point series for both classes here, as iRacing wasn't capable of keeping up with us, but we're still working it all out. So the Pro 2s will still get the same amount of points for placing in respectively in their positions in the class, as well as the Pro 4. So it'll be awesome to see how this one turns out tonight. We're going to get ready to go to some heat, or I'm sorry, to the main event warm up here, I do believe. Oh no, you're right.
Let's take a quick second to bring Clay in here and see if he's got any words about his heat race.
Clay Erickson joining us in the booth. Go ahead, Brody.
Clay, one hell of a heat race for a rookie. A little intimidation at the beginning there. What do you got to say about that race?
I don't really expect to do this good, just being a rookie, and obviously qualified good, so set us up for a good spot in the heat race and be able to win it and hopefully start on the front row for the feature.
I'll tell you what, Dave and I are pulling for you, Metoxen and Braden, to pull this off and really, set the world on fire tonight. Hell of a drive by you. Great setup. Stayed consistent. I think you're earning a lot of respect on the track.
Yeah, I hope so. Try to race everybody clean and hopefully finish good in the main.
Absolutely. Everybody, Clay Erickson.
Good luck tonight, Clay.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
So the last chance qualifier getting ready to take to the track right now. So we took top 3 out of each heat race. And from that, we're going to take 9 more trucks. So 9 trucks will be coming out of this LCQ. So if you see your favorite driver, the position 9 is the position that they need to be in to make it into the big dance tonight. Lots of Pro 2s here in this one, just because they did not finish top 3 in most of the heat races. So this is going to be one hell of a battle right here.
Oh, Damian Bowers and Vanderbush on the front row right now. They're going to be on shotgun, their cock rock, ready to rock. So I'm waiting to see them come out of the cannon, Dave.
Damian Bowers is going to be about one of the only Pro 4s towards the front of the pack. Vandenbush already getting him off of the start here. We are green flag racing as the Hornet's Nest of Pro 2s make their way around the track. Look at this. Holy cow.
This is just a little snippet of what we got to look forward to in the A main event, Dave. I'm super excited about it.
Oh, there's carnage. Somebody just took a ride. It was Cameron McGeshik. He got it back gathered up, but he definitely lost some track positions right there. So Brock Smith, the last driver right now, if it were to finish, he would be the last driver to transfer. Smith right there in the number 46. He is running in that orange and red Pro 4 truck. The number 46, sponsored by Smith Graphics. Ahead of him, you have a whole mess of Pro 2s. Maddox Bailey, you've got Greg Johnson, Meesimer.
Oh, contact.
Woo.
Greg Johnson.
Pro 2 on Pro 2 love right there. Oh, no, Brock Smith.
Oh, upside down.
Oh, and Greg Johnson got caught up in that. Brock Smith took one hell of a tumble. It looked like he was coming off that roller section, and then he, and Damian Bowers, I just flashed back up to the front. Bowers taking a little ride there, and all the Pro 2s getting by him.
Bowers is going to have to fight real hard to get his way back up there, to get to a better starting position for the A main tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what, these Pro 2s are not messing around right now. You've got one Pro 4 up there. Let's see, who is that? The number 420. That is, who is that? That is not Solomon Borschinger. That is Maddox Bailey. So Bailey running the Pro 4 right there in between all the Pro 2s. And he is sitting in the 3rd position overall. First Pro 4.
Back here with Damian Bowers, Dave. We got a hell of a race going on. They're fighting for each position. Someone's off the track right now. Bowers trying to get around these two Pro 2 trucks.
Bowers sitting in 8th overall, so he would still make the big dance. Right now, the cutoff, as it stands, is that AMX Racing truck in the number 217. If it were to go checkered flag right now, he would be the last one in. Little curse there from the commentator, I guess, as Anthony James almost lost it. Cameron McGeshik now making his move in the 253. He was anticipating a little bump and rub there from James. Vandenbush out front in the Pro 2, getting it done in the black, white, and green machine. Just a trim lawn service plastered all over the side of that, and he is getting it done. Nick Wellhouse checking in. Sean coming through the field in the feature will be something to watch. I definitely agree with you. I think Sean coming through the field in the main event will be good to see. Winkler sitting in that number 720 right there. The all-black machine, he is just ready. He doesn't mess around, Brody. He just said, I don't need a good-looking truck. I just need a fast truck and one that I can get around the track quick and all business.
He's doing just that too, Dave.
He is. He is going to work right now, trying to catch back up to Maddox Bailey, the first Pro 4 there. And Bailey now might be making a move on Taylor Vandenbush here as we get ready to come to the white flag here in a lap or two. Weird bounce off the tabletop there for the number 420 Maddox Bailey. Vandenbush running flawless so far as they get ready to go up and over the ski jump. Meesemer trying to chase down Sean Winkler. Let's see if Timothy can do it. Here in the number 101, there's about 0.4 of a second gap in between these two drivers.
Eric Whitner in the 5th position. Looked like he has a pretty good run, catching up to that 4th position, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about a rookie. It doesn't get any more rookie in the Pro 2 class than Eric Whitner. Not very much time at all. He stepped up mid-season from Pro 4 to race the Pro 2, coming from the dirt track world. And I tell you what, he is going to be one to watch here in the Pro 2s. He gets faster each and every lap, and it's awesome to see and awesome to watch the growth as he tries this new class out. Bailey able to get past Vandenbush there in the Pro 4. I think Vandenbush kind of let him go just a little bit. Didn't want that smoke, as they say. Vandenbush settling back into that 2nd position overall, but first in the Pro 2 class. We are on the white flag. Anthony James still holding down the 9th position. So right now, if it were the checkered, Roy Rivas would go home, Solomon Borschinger would go home, Cameron McGeshik, and Brock Smith. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys work it out.
Maddox Bailey going to be pretty happy about this consolation race, pulling off a 1st place finish.
They are all taking their time working their way over the ski jump. That is an awesome shot. New camera angle. We're trying to bring a few different things to you guys. Something different to take a look at. Maddox Bailey getting ready to go and finish this last lap. Vandenbush right on his heels there in the Pro 2.
Vandenbush still has an opportunity, Dave. Is he going to take it? I don't know, because it could be a little risky and put them both out.
But Meesemer he's working on Winkler right there, trying to see if he can make something happen, and couldn't get it done. Here we go for the checkered flag. Maddox Bailey, Taylor Vandenbush, Sean Winkler, Timothy Meesemer. There's Eric Whitner. Nick Nowak, Damian Bowers, Greg Johnson, and Anthony James rounding out the field. Roy Rivas, I don't think, made the show. Nor did Solomon Borschinger. Borschinger right there, 906 Racing. He is trying to get done. That truck looks like it might be crab walking a little bit. Borschinger able to get over the finish line. Tough break for him tonight. He might be going home as well. As we get ready to roll into the main event warm-up, post out in chat who you think is going to be the top for Pro 4 and Pro 2. Let's see what you guys think as we get ready to go into it.
Let's get another driver in here, Dave. Let's go with Timothy Missimer. Oh.
All right.
Here we go.
Hi, what's up?
How's it going, Timothy? How was that consolation race for you? How did the truck feel?
Oh, the truck was perfect. It was splendid. Something bent in the right front during an early incident with that Pro 4 that was driving a little erratic, but she felt fine. I mean, other than not having no rear grip through the slick, which is about to be changed, she felt pretty good.
That's good. It sounds like you might get out there and adjust to the track real well. You looked comfortable out there. I just wanted to get a few words for you, get something for the fans to listen to and to look forward to.
It's going to be fun, real fun.
Well, we're excited to watch you put on a show for us, Timothy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good luck, brother.
Good luck,
Good
Timothy.
luck.
All right, let's check in also. All right, little bobble there. Let's also check in here with James Watson, the race director. James, do you have a copy?
I sure do.
Hey, so tell us about the main event. Are we switching track state or anything like that for the race?
Yes, we're supposed to be at a 5% track state, little fresher. Don't have to really worry about a blue grue track nuke to all get out.
So what is that going to do in pertaining to the Pro 2s and the Pro 4s?
Well, the Pro 4s tend to get a heck of a lot quicker in a much more used racetrack. It acts as extra grip strip, if you will. Kind of the opposite of what you get on the dirt oval side. Pro 2, it kind of slides a little more. It acts kind of like how the dirt cars do over on the dirt oval side. So it brings things a little more closer, a little more interesting that way. You got to work to find the grip.
More of a convenient show for the Pro 4 and Pro 2s. Sounds like you guys got it all covered, and we appreciate your track prep and everything you guys got going on tonight.
Who's
yes, sir. Thank you.
Who's your pick? Who do you think? Who's going to go Pro 4 and Pro 2?
For Pro 4, Corey is looking pretty quick out there, and for Pro 2, yeah, I'm just going to go chalk and say Josh.
I think that's a pretty safe bet for Pro 2. And absolutely. Well, thanks a lot for helping out tonight, James. That is your race director, James Watson. And it sounds like they've got it all covered.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Track changes, all that stuff. Gonna throw a little bit of a change there for the boys, and it's gonna let some guys shine that might not have been able to if we kept the track conditions the way they were. So I'm gonna go ahead and work the track and make this main event a lot more interesting.
All right, so Bart Fountainot checking in out on YouTube. He says Matoxin Edmondson. For the Pro 4, it'll be Nathan Matoxin and Josh Edmondson for the Pro 2. I think Edmondson is definitely one to keep an eye on. He is going to be a pretty safe bet. Nick Wellhouse checking in. Harwood for the Pro 4 and Edmondson Pro 2.
Yeah, Edmondson got a lot of fan favorites here for sure, and it's cool to see that some of these people might not even know him, but they've watched him along this journey in our Top Box Sim series, and they're pulling for him. So it adds light to a dark situation.
Not sure who Gecko is. He doesn't have his name on iRace or on YouTube, but he says I got $5 on Winkler wrecking out Whitner. So that'll be interesting. Right there on screen, Eric Whitner in the number 17 from Nitro Circus. And then you've got Sean Winkler from Racecraft in the all-black number 720. Maybe he's like the Intimidator, huh? What do you think?
I would. That's kind of where I was going with it, David. In all honesty.
I think regardless, we're going to have some great racing here tonight. Clay Erickson sitting on top of the board with a 114.34. Braden Ward sitting second, 114.47. And Josh Edmondson in the Pro 2 with a 114.83. I don't think it matters if he was racing on ice. I think he'd still be running right around a 114 in a Pro 2. Nathan Matoxen trying to find some speed there. He's got a 114.98 sitting in the top 5. Corey Skiles, another one that they were rooting for out there on YouTube.
Another interesting fact here, Dave. It looks like it was going to be kind of a struggle for the Pro 2s to not be able to make it around the track in 14 laps with the amount of fuel. So we're going to go ahead and have both classes stop for a quick pit stop at lap 6 for fuel.
Ooh, that'll definitely be interesting to see how that goes. BC Mod 18 posts over on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your grandma Top Box is on. Share and save. I agree with them. Bart out on YouTube also, man, we appreciate everything that you guys are saying. It's all nice, and you know it definitely makes it worth doing. So we are getting ready to start this main event as they are getting ready to take to the track. And we will be powered by Gilboa Motorsports here tonight in the main event. Let's kick this thing off, huh? What do you think?
Oh, man. Look at this lineup, Dave. Go ahead and read them off.
Starting on the front row, it's going to be Nathan Matoxen, Corey Skiles. Row number 2, Clay Erickson, Drew Salgado. Row number 3, Eric Anderson, Josh Edmondson. Row number 4 is going to be Braden Ward and Steve Harwood. I think. Nope. Well, they're jostling around, see? So, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Here we go. All right, so let's jump back in. Row number 5, Drake Matag, Maddox Bailey. Row number 6, Sean Winkler and Taylor Vandenbush. Eric Whitner, Timothy Messimer, Damian Bowers, Nick Nowak, Anthony Janes, and Greg Johnson. We are getting ready to go green flag racing here at Bark River. Green flag is out right there. Corey Skiles and Nathan Matoxen. Oh, battling. Erickson gets into Matoxen. They're not even to the starting line yet, and Matoxen's already has his door panel.
We got two in the wall here, Dave.
Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, Miesemer getting pushed around by Damian Bowers right there in the Pro 4. Yikes. They are all bouncing around right now. Looks like Corey Skiles out front. Matoxen in second. Drew Salgado third. Braden Ward fifth. I'm sorry, Skiles in the lead. Matoxen in second. Third is Salgado. Ward is fourth. Erickson fifth. Anderson sixth. Seventh is Harwood. Eighth is Bailey. Ninth is Josh Edmondson. 10th, Taylor Vandenbush. So as you can see, Edmondson in the first Pro 2 in the 9th position. So that means 8 Pro 4 trucks really mixing it up. Now Matoxen putting the pressure on Skiles. What do you see there?
Oh, I'm looking back here in the back of the pack, bro. About 7th position on back, Dave. We got a hell of a battle going on. Steve Harwood just got, a little love tap. But they're keeping them bunched up back here and making it really interesting, Dave.
Holy cow, you were right. I tell you what, right there, 7th through about, 14th. Oh, they're into it. Whitner just got sent. I didn't see who sent him, though. You don't really think it'd be Sean Winkler, do you? I'm pretty sure Winkler was
don't
ahead.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was ahead of him. Matoxin still trying to work on Corey Skiles. Salgado in that
Skiles
third
in that top position. Yeah, Skiles in that top position. Not making it look very easy. Looks very comfortable out front.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be an interesting one. Erickson now catching up to Ward. Let's see if Erickson can do anything with him. These are teammates. Both battling out of Glendale, Arizona right now.
Looks like they're scrunching up 1 and 2, causing 3 to show up, and 4 and 5 knocking on the back door, Dave.
Yeah, and you know, they're going to be running. They're running so hard right now, pushing for everything that they've got. And then we have a competition caution with everybody getting fuel and coming back out on the track, and we have to reset everything. So what do you think that competition caution is going to do with getting everybody kind of out of their headspace of racing into the re-rack and restack? What do you think?
You know, even in the dirt oval, Dave, you can kind of see, you know, people like Ricky Thornton Jr. and them, they'll do, you know, big lap races like this where they do a competition yellow to stop for fuel, or, you know, and they'll come back alive on that second round and just totally put, you know, a whooping on the competition. I think that's going to play a huge factor here tonight. Everyone's running hard these first couple laps before the competition yellow, but the guys sitting back could be waiting on something, Dave.
We have a battle for the lead right there, Brody. And Nathan Matoxin really putting the pressure on. Look at the top 4 trucks. You could throw a blanket over these guys as they stand right now. It is Skiles, Matoxin, Salgado, Ward, Erickson right there, right behind him. Now Ward trying to make a move on Salgado. He looks like he did, and he is sitting in the 3rd position. Salgado not done yet, though. So now you've got Ward running with Matoxin again. It'll be interesting to see if Matoxin gives him the old payback from the heat race.
Respectfully, I mean, at this point, Braden has one coming for him, but I think Brady will regroup, grab that bottom line, and take off from Matoxin. They're going to put on a hell of a show if they get together, Dave.
Absolutely. Steve Harwood trying to get caught back up to those top 5. He cannot wait for that competition caution.
Yeah.
I guarantee it, because he definitely has the speed. He is just looking for some track position right now. Edmondson way out front of the Pro 2s. Let's focus on these guys for a moment here. You let me know if you see something happening up front, as I'll call the Pro 2. Edmondson. Then we've got Vandenbush right there, 2nd position for Pro 2. 3rd is Winkler. He's trying to make a back-to-back podium. Greg Johnson not wanting to let that happen from Team Watson Racing Setups. Nick Nowak. Then we go Meesemer. And Eric Whitner caught back up with the field there, as well as Anthony Janes. Janes in the AMX. He is working it out right now.
I think if Skiles and Matoxin keep battling like they are, they're going to be slowing down, and Braden Ward's going to catch him, Dave. He's slowly reeling them in.
Yeah, and I think once we get to the competition caution, it'll be interesting to see, because Ward did start back in about the 4th or 5th row. So he has pushed his way up two positions at least from the start of the race. So now we've got Salgado and Erickson battling right here. Erickson trying to make a move and get in front before that competition caution comes out. And we're creeping up on it. Oh, Erickson almost loses it. He went up on 2 wheels, as he is all out of sorts now.
Erickson got to get back in that groove. Top 5 for Erickson Enterprises with Brady up there in 3rd is actually looking pretty promising for that team right now, Dave.
100%, 100% for sure. Skiles trying to sneak one out, though, here in the Premier Racing Setups. Let's see. Who voted for Corey? I thought somebody said Corey was going to be on fire there, coming up through the field. Oh, Matoxin getting a run now. Are we competition cautioning? We are at the competition caution right now. I do believe, as they are re-racking them up here. So you'll see the slowdown. We do not have them on a full course yellow because we do not want the pace truck to come out for iRacing. So everybody, I believe, will be able to make a pit stop, or at least the Pro 2s. Let's see if we can grab, let's grab the race director here, James Watson, back up into the booth. So tell us about this, James. How's it working for the competition caution tonight?
So, because there was a small mix-up in the lap length, it's we're not entirely sure if every truck will be able to stretch the fuel. So, to make sure that everyone is on equal footing, you're not supposed to pit in this league or this race. We're having everyone come down, get enough fuel to make it to the end, and keep their spots as they are right now.
Gotcha. Well, I think that'll make it interesting and make it fair for sure. To we want to see all the trucks finish that have tires still on them. So the fuel thing definitely something we'll have to think of in the future. But I don't think that this is really a bad choice. Hopefully everybody's remembering to turn their tires off, huh? Or some of these guys might be getting tires for a long stop. But you can see pit road is jam-packed right now, as everybody is getting their fuel stops out, and we're going to get them back out here on the track. Thank you, James, for checking in here with us, and we'll let you get back to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Brody, what do you think? Some of these guys took tires, it looked like. I saw a few trucks jacked up. It'll be interesting to see how the remainder of this race goes, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to play a good factor or a bad factor. They might be able to fire off on the start better, these guys getting tires. Some of them might have just forgot to, let their crew chief know that we're just taking fuel. So we'll see how it pans out, Dave, in this last half.
Well, we are getting them lined up right now. Nathan Matoxin still out front. Corey Skiles in second. Braden Ward going to line up in that third position. Then Drew Salgado, Clay Erickson, Steve Harwood, Josh Edmondson in seventh. Eighth is going to be Taylor Vandenbush. Ninth is, let's see, Sean Winkler. 10th is going to be Timothy Meesemer. Then Eric Whitner, Anthony Janes in 12th. Damian Bowers sitting in that 13th position. Drake Matag and Eric Johnson. Eric Anderson appears to be the only truck off the track right now as it stands. So we are getting them set to go here once again at Bark River.
Got some chats in the YouTube, Dave. You want to go ahead and read those off to the fans?
Bart checking in once again. Yep, this has been my favorite stream so far. I love how they don't concentrate on just one driver. That is very important to us here at Pushing the Cushion Productions, as everybody deserves their time to shine. The girlfriends, the wives, everybody out there in TV land watching, the kids, they want to see the person that they came to watch. So we try to give everybody a little bit of a shot on TV and make some heroes, right? That's what it's all about, Brody.
Absolutely. That was actually one of the main things that you wanted to focus on when we started this broadcast, because there's a lot of people that just focus on that 1 and 2. We got battles in the back here that have me on the edge of my seat, something I don't want to miss out on. I know I could possibly be missing out on something in the front of the pack, but these guys, they don't get credit when it's due. We want to do that.
100%. Any battle on the track is an important battle. Of course, we're going to watch the leaders of each class as they're working through. But, sometimes that battle for 13th position with two guys that are on the struggle bus and they're just trying to get it done tonight, sometimes you got to give them their due as well, and they'll put on one hell of a show. So we are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here. And riding along with Corey Skiles. Oh, there's the other new cam right there, Brody. I don't know if you're watching the broadcast or not. We've got the gearbox cam right out of the back bumper of Corey Skiles. Looking back on third place, Braden Ward right there. They are green flag racing once again. Looks like Ward trying to scrape a little paint off that bumper as they are getting ready to go here. Metoxen, he is trying to stretch out the lead. Looks like the battle for second. That's an interesting way to watch it right there. Wow, Skiles and Ward getting after it. Metoxen out front leading this one.
This truly shows you how close these guys get. Just like you said with a piece of paper, Dave, these guys have to be on the edge of their seat. They have to be paying attention. They have to make every move count. Because if they don't, it could put them and the person they're battling with in a pretty bad situation.
Absolutely. Clay Erickson working his way up into the fourth position, now passing Drew Salgado. As they went up and over the ski jump, Erickson trying to catch up to his teammate Braden Ward right there. Salgado dropping back one spot there in that number 109. Don't think for a second that he is not going to mount another charge. Steve Harwood now coming into the picture. Told you he just needed to get up to the leaders and get a little bit better track position. Now he has his name in
Brady
this
Ward
one.
can capitalize on these two getting together right now, Dave. Brady just reeled them both in. Look behind Brady. We got his teammate, Clay Erickson. Wow, this is one hell of a race, Dave.
It absolutely is, for sure. You know, Erickson definitely floating right around that fourth or fifth position all night, and he is trying to get on the podium, to say the least. That would be awesome, but Skiles not letting that happen at the moment. Now Ward, Skiles takes a really high line. Ward and Erickson both nose to tail right there drafting. Erickson needs better Walmart internet because we keep losing him halfway around the track. Drew Salgado right there up and over the ski jump. He is trying to keep his name in the ring as well as Steve Harwood. Josh Edmondson leading out the Pro 2s right there. Then you have Vanden Bush right behind him. He is only about, let's see, 0.4 of a second back, it looks like.
Braden Ward not taking no for an answer, Dave. Putting on one hell of a race with Corey Skiles right now. And this is someone you want to be battling with. Skiles is a great respected driver on and off the track. Braden Ward coming in here and getting his name out there, that says a lot, Dave.
Absolutely. I try not to focus on my kid all night, but he's definitely making the highlight reel tonight. And, you know, as a dad, I am definitely glad to see that. Driving one hell of a race right now as he is working on second place. Let's flash back here to the Pro 2s. Timothy Miesimer right there. He is sitting in that 10th position, trying to...
Braden Ward with a slide job on Skiles.
He is
wow,
making
Dave.
the highlight reel, isn't he? All right, well, he is doing a great job, and he is working his ass off right now. You know, he normally doesn't practice, and he definitely put some laps in this week to try and get on the podium. And, you know, he likes doing interviews. He's going to get better at it. So he's going to get there right now, as he's definitely trying to take over that second position. Little net code, maybe a little fender rub there, as they are racing back down the start-finish line. Skiles not done yet.
Brady picked him off. Let's see if Clay Erickson can do the same thing. Skiles trying to do everything, fighting tooth and nail to get back around Braden Ward.
Drew Salgado also sitting in that catbird seat right behind Clay Erickson. Steve Harwood not giving it up either. He is sitting in that sixth position. But if something big happens towards the front of the field, you cannot count him out. Edmondson running away with the Pro 2s. Everybody that was saying that name for the Pro 2 winner, I think that would have been a good one to go to Vegas with. So all the battling for the second position has now allowed Nathan Metoxen to get out about 2 seconds over second and third place. Don't look now, Ericsson Enterprises has 2 trucks in the top 3 as the laps are winding down. Drew Salgado trying to make something happen. He is trying to catch back up. It looks like Winkler off track as well as Corey Skiles. Skiles back to pit road. Not sure what happened on that one. Did you see what happened, Brody?
I did not.
Well, that is a tough break for Skiles as he was right there mixing it up with Ward for the whole race. Ericsson now sitting in 3rd position, but that brings the 109 of Drew Salgado. He is now going to be looking for a podium. And Harwood with the fresh paint, not running the orange, white, and black Tony the Tiger. Guess he didn't like that. He is rocking a red, white, and blue paint today. And that thing is firing on all cylinders right there. Flashing back to the Pro 2s, Taylor Vandenbush holding down 2nd, but now we got it heating up for the 3rd position in class between Nowak and Miesimer. They went side by side. It looked like they were hooked together as they went over the ski jump. Miesimer now trying to make a look on the inside. Little bump and rub there.
Yeah. This is getting exciting back here, Dave.
It was still clean. It was satisfactory. It wasn't too bad. Looks like Skiles back out on track, so whatever it was for Corey Skiles, hopefully he's got it figured out. See him taking that high line, letting everybody get by. That was very kind of him, making sure that he didn't wreck anybody's night. Now Metoxen, on the other hand, all the way out front right now, still 2 seconds ahead of 2nd place out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're going to be looking for a white flag here soon, as this one's clicking down, isn't it, Brody?
It is. Lap 13 of 14, Dave. It's winding down. He's running away with it. We got a very comfortable 2nd and 3rd spot position for Clay Erickson and Braden Ward.
Big touch there from Drew Salgado and Steve Harwood. Harwood kind of sent it in on him a little bit. Little fender loving between the right front and the left rear. And Salgado's still going to hold on to it, but not sure if he's going to be able to hold on to it for long, as Harwood is now trying to make his late race charge here. Edmondson right there in that no limit racing, or next level racing, I'm sorry, ride right there. And he is getting it done tonight over Taylor Vandenbush. Vandenbush running that really high line over that tabletop. You'll see most of the fast guys out there. Now Damian Bowers in the Pro 4 trying to make a move on Timothy Miesimer. Make sure you guys are watching as the yellow on your screen. It's a Pro 4 truck and the Pro 2s are in the blue. White flag is out for Nathan Metoxen. Brady trying to reel him in. He got him down to a 1.59 is the gap right there. You can see it on your screen. Now it jumps back up to about a 1.65. Clay Erickson not that far behind. Nice little gap there with a comfortable cushion.
Messimer trying to do everything he can to get around Bowers.
You know, last time by,
still holding it down.
Last time by for Metoxen, a 1:13.88, a 1:14.07 for Braden Ward. Clay Erickson with a 1:13.77. So Erickson trying to reel it back in, going to run out of time as Metoxen is your winner. Braden Ward coming home in 2nd. Clay Erickson going to take 3rd, and Drew Salgado 4th for the Pro 4s. Then it's Steve Harwood 5th. Your winner for the Pro 2 class coming home in the 6th position, Josh Edmondson, then Taylor Vandenbush right there, 2nd place in class. Damian Bowers is a Pro 4 coming home in 8th. In 9th overall, Timothy Miesimer, and that is going to be your podium, I believe. Wild race. I think we still have some trucks finishing up. Craig Johnson going for a tumble. Puts it into the wall. Whew, I got to breathe for a second there, huh?
Yeah, that was non-stop action, Dave.
That was a great one to say the very least. So we are going to give these guys a second to get all lined up, ready for some pictures here. And we're going to do some back end things. We'll be right back with you. All right. Looks like these guys are getting back into the victory circle here. Here we go. So, coming home in the third position. Should we do Pro 4s or Pro 2s? We'll do Pro 2s first.
Let's do Pro 2s.
Give these guys a little bit of love here. And it looks like they are all down in victory circle now. So, coming home in the third position for the Pro 2 class, sitting 9th overall, Timothy Meesemer. Tell us about that one tonight, man.
Oh, it started really rough, and it got a little better as the race went on, but just being able to chase down friends who are amazingly fun to race against and race clean with Pro 4s was a lot of fun. Hectic, but fun.
Absolutely. What were the track conditions out there? I know that they did a reset before the race started, and how did that turn out for you?
Well, I was set up for more of the hard pack, when it got slick, being able to find different lines, use the cushion, use the marbles, and with it starting real rubbery or real sloppy, it really hurt me, especially early on speed-wise. But I felt the track was perfect. I mean, early on, the Pro 2s could contend with the Pro 4s. Later on, Pro 4s had to race Pro 2s clean to get by them. I think it was a win-win all in general, just missed the setup just a tad bit.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I mean, you still put it on the podium. I wouldn't say you did too awfully bad, would you?
Considering that I got wrecked on lap 1, came back and finished podium, I think it was a pretty good night.
Yeah, for sure. There was definitely some hard battles out there in the Pro 2 class, and starting off at the very beginning of the race there, it definitely looked like it was a challenge to even get them rocking and rolling over the starting line. So glad to see that you were able to come home on the podium tonight. And who would you like to thank, man? Who helps get you out here each and every week?
Premier Racing Setups, they help me get fast, build good stuff. Jesse Isidore is one heck of a man when it comes to these setups. He could do just about anything with them. My awesome wrap guy, he nailed this truck. It's work in progress, but it's absolutely beautiful. Wouldn't want anything else other on it. My teammates Nathan and Taylor and Corey, we all came out tonight with one goal in mind. That was just to try to podium, and Nathan was able to pull off a win in the Pro 2 or the Pro 4s, and me and Taylor was able to hold the bottom step of the bottom 2 steps of the podium in the Pro 2. So just so many people helped me come in and do really great stuff with this truck, even though I'm really not that good at it, and have faith in me and help me every step of the way, and I'm just grateful for all of it.
Well, it's awesome, man, and it's awesome to see you up on the podium, and it's definitely, you've definitely got your work cut out there with the level of talent that shows up here. We were actually surprised to see all of the names and all of the guys that come out here in the Pro 2 class, and it's awesome to see. And you guys put on one hell of a show, so congratulations on third place tonight, man. And hopefully we're doing another interview with you next week as we go to Crandon, huh?
Oh, I hope so, but I'm hoping to maybe find 2 more steps up on that podium.
There you go. There you go. I think you got a little bit to chase on the top spot there, huh?
Oh yeah, Josh is a missile. Being able to catch Josh is hard. It's going to take a lot of hard work.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on third place tonight. That is Timothy Meesimer. Coming home in second for the class is Taylor Vandenbush. Taylor Vandenbush coming home in the second position in the Pro 2 class. What did you think about that one, brother?
Oh, that was a wicked start, but after that restart, things calmed down, and I know Josh is faster than me, but settled in and went for the ride.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a pretty crazy start. It looked like you guys all had your hands full, but you got through it. You got up to the podium, and they just made you work a little bit harder for it, huh?
Oh yeah, you put these Pro 2s and these Pro 4s together, they run just slightly different lines, and the Pro 4s can obviously outrun these Pro 2s, and it makes for an interesting race when everyone's commingled.
Absolutely, but I also think it makes for a great race, and an interesting one to say the least.
Oh, for sure. We normally run some cup races, but it's a little different than this. I don't think I've run too many of these types of races before, so it was something new, and I actually quite enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, you were chasing down one of the best out there in the Pro 2 class, I think, right now. So you held your own, and it was pretty impressive to see. Who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight for the second place?
I want to thank Just the Trim Lawn Service out of Green Bay, AMXI Racing, Off-Road Outlaws, and of course you and Topbox for putting all this on, and your broadcast spot on.
Fantastic, man. Well, definitely glad to hear it. We definitely try and put some time in it, just like you guys do out on the track. So it's only going to get better, and we hope to see you out here a little bit more and up on the podium, huh?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I had a little crazy last couple weeks, but things are kind of starting to smooth out now. So I hope to be back routinely now. So
there you go. Well, look forward to doing another interview with you soon. That is Taylor Vandenbush coming home in the second position. You know what? Let's pull Nick Nowak in here real quick. He came in fourth, sitting in the top 10. Nick Nowak coming home just outside of the podium in the Pro 2 class. What was it like out there tonight?
Chaos. Starting in the back like that, I knew the first couple corners are always tight at Bark River, and I was kind of one of those of get through it. And a lot of these races, if you can get through some of the first lap or two carnage and set yourself up and do good, and I managed to pick through a couple of them pretty good. I looked over and I was in fifth. I'm like, shoot, this ain't so bad. And a couple little more instances and worked my way up. So,
well, hey, that's all you can ask for, man. And it's awesome to see. We were talking about the Pro 4s, Pro 2s mixed together, and watching you guys out there mixing it up. What's it like to run door to door with the Pro 4, knowing that they can really ruin your night if they wanted to?
It's tough. You need to run your line and block a little bit, but also, I don't know, I try and give them a spot where they can pass. And we all know who's faster and who you can kind of run with and stuff like that. So you give them a spot, but you don't want to give up too much and let your competition come up behind you in your class. And I know in my race, Timothy was right behind me, and I raced with him a bunch. And him and I battled, and I kept seeing him creeping up on me. And then Damien was in there through with the three of us and put on a nice little race there, and it was a lot of fun.
It is absolutely awesome watching all of you guys battle back and forth, the Pro 2s with the Pro 2s, Pro 4s with the Pro 4s, Pro 2s with the Pro 4s, all that. There's always something. It's a very exciting race to call. And, we're glad that you guys were able to show up tonight. And glad that you were able to make it. Who would you like to thank? Who makes this possible for you each and every week?
First and foremost, I mean, thanks Top Box for putting on the league and putting these races on. This is my second race with them, but it's been a ton of fun, and I definitely look forward to running these as much as I can. Obviously, thank you for broadcasting them. I've watched the race I missed, and you're fun to watch and a real pleasure to listen broadcast to. I also want to thank all of our guys over at AMXI Racing. That's our league that me and Taylor and Anthony run, and Just Trim Lawn Service, BGM Racing, R&M Automotive, RTL Media, and AMS Motorsports, and I gotta thank my real life sponsor for my real life racing, K&R Auto Body out of Lewistown, Montana.
Well, there you go, man, and thank you. Thank you for the kind words. We definitely appreciate it. We're trying to bring some new things that people haven't necessarily seen here in the community. We've got some big ideas for next season too, which I think are going to shock some people. But it's
awesome, man.
It's definitely going to be fun. So we are super glad that you're able to join us, and AMX for showing us all the love and sending out all their drivers, whoever could make it. And we're glad that you guys are here. So thanks, man, for showing up. And hopefully next week, maybe get on that podium, huh?
Yeah, it's close, man. But AMX, we will be back and running with these guys, man. It is a ton of fun. Anybody else that's out there wants to come do it, come do it. It is a blast.
Fantastic. Well, we will see you next week. Have a good
Absolutely.
One. Yep. And coming home, let's see. Let's do some Pro 4s. Bro, do you want to do a Clay Erickson interview?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Or do you want to do a Clay Erickson interview, or do you want me to do a Clay Erickson?
No, I'll do it.
Okay. Coming home in third place tonight in the Pro 4s, Clay Erickson. I don't get to do this interview. Go ahead.
Clay, what a hell of a run, man. Some contact there, some hard fighting for the third spot. Something happened with Skiles there, gave you a definite third. How did you feel out there?
I felt pretty good. After the last yellow, I went up on the track and lost a lot of time, so that sucked. But I felt like I could have battled with the top, at least Brady, but maybe next time.
I mean, what does this say for Ericsson Enterprises getting a 2-3 finish? You're on the podium, and you guys are fairly new to this stuff. It says a lot for your team.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I just started last week and got a third, and tonight got another third. So just hopefully tonight keep building, and Brady's not a bad person to have either.
Yeah, we look forward to it. You both are earning a lot of respect out there, and we look forward to seeing you in the rest of the season and watching your growth.
Yeah, me too. It's a lot of fun, and I know everybody's pretty clean this year, so it's pretty nice to see. So hopefully we battle a little more.
It makes it a lot easier for me and Dave up in the booth. Hey, who do you want to thank for getting you out here?
First of all, you guys pushing the cushion, Krispy Kreme for coming on this race, Ericsson Enterprises, KMC Wheels, and that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you. And what a great race tonight, Clay. Keep pushing forward. We'll be rooting for you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Clay Erickson with the glazed donut, huh? All right.
Cream pies only.
You're gonna have to take the girlfriend out for ice cream tonight.
If only she knew.
Wait. Okay, so before we go to second place, Clay Erickson, real life dirt track racer, makes a bet with his girlfriend, folks, to if he won the race. What were you gonna do if you got to win the race?
I had to go buy her a couch.
And what do you?
So needless to say, we got a new couch.
That is awesome. But it also shows you, the people that stand behind you also get rewarded. And it was awesome that you were able to win in the real life race and get Mama a couch that she deserved. So that's fantastic. I just thought that was a great story when I heard it. And man, we're glad that you were able to make the league and still fresh out here. And you're doing one hell of a job, man. So congratulations, Clay.
Yeah, thank you. I'll only go forward from now.
There you go. All right, so that's Clay Erickson coming home in third tonight. Coming home in the second position, 2 weeks in a row on the podium, Braden Ward in the number 531. How was your night, bud?
It was pretty cool. Clean racing everywhere. The setup under the truck was amazing. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I feel we put on a really good show for the people watching. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting because we were wondering if Metoxin was going to remember the move from the heat race, but you were definitely on him. But you guys both racing super respectively, and it was a blast to watch you guys compared to what I've seen out of both of you at one point or another earlier on in your careers. You guys are just out there tearing it up right now.
Yeah, we're really just leaving it all out on the track, not carrying any grudges. I appreciate how he's run me. I'm sure he appreciates how I've run him. So, yeah, I don't really come out here to just beat up on trucks.
Absolutely. Well, super fast up front most of the night. What do you got for him, Brody?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. I told your dad. You and Clay are both earning a lot of respect out here on the track. So a top 2, top 3 finish for Erickson Enterprises. What does that mean for Braden Ward?
It means a lot. I just appreciate everything Clay's done to help me out lately. Yeah, it's cool running with him. He's a very close friend that he runs me clean every time. It's amazing that it's his second race out here and he's on the podium again.
Absolutely. We had
yeah.
a lot of eyes on him and you, and let's say who do you got getting you out here, Brady?
I got to thank Clay Erickson with the Erickson Enterprises, pushing the Cushion Productions, Gaboa, I believe it's Motorsports.
Yep.
Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, Dirt Mafia Sim Series. I want to thank you guys for putting this on every week, and most importantly, the fans.
Absolutely. Thanks for making it easy on us.
Yeah, you
Thank
definitely made the highlight reel tonight, bud. And congratulations, proud papa over here. So keep doing what you do, man. And I think it's actually showing the time that you're putting into it, and you're finding some benefits. So I'm super excited to see where you go from here. And it can only get better, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, that is Braden Ward coming home in second tonight, overall and in class. And with the win, overall and in class, the man to beat tonight, Nathan Metoxin.
Yup.
Can you finally breathe now? Because I know that we've been talking quite a bit through the week, as in preparation for the race and stuff. And I think you had an idea that you were going to have a fast truck. Did you think you were going to have enough to pull it off tonight?
I knew it was gonna be a battle with Corey and Braden and Clay, like in the trucks, because it's just in the practice races that we had up and all the other practices, I seen that the speeds were there. But I mean, in the pro, when we did that practice earlier today, I was renting the Crandon stuff, but I didn't know that. And so as soon as I happened to this race session, I was like, "Wow, I don't know why I'm so slow." Here I look up and it's a Crandon setup, so I changed it to the Bark River, and I actually finally found that couple quarter or tenths of a second.
Yeah, man. I tell
Absolutely.
you what. Go ahead.
Go ahead and talk about that heat race you and Braden had. You were holding him off there pretty well, and he made the last lap move. Tell us a little more about that. That was a hell of a race. Probably one of the most fun races I've had to watch, heat race wise.
Yeah, I mean, sadly I ran the qualifying setup because I thought the track would stay decently about not roughed up, but then it dries up on me, and I was like, all right, well, this is a gamble. So I knew it was gonna be a close one with that. I mean, Braden ran a good race. I just left all I gotta say is I left the door open. I mean, I was blocking the whole time almost, and left the door open in the last couple turns, and he was able just to get a little door on it, and yeah.
One of those things where if you were probably in Brady's position, you'd have to do the same thing and make that last move to get that first place position in that heat race.
Oh yeah, I mean, me and Braden, I mean, we have that truth, so like we know what was meant and what was not meant, and I know he didn't really mean it's just a racing where if you want to get a decent amount of start or something, you have to do what you have to do to get up there.
Absolutely. And Dave and I were talking about it a lot, and we're like, if Nathan throws him a little bit of a door or whatever, it's going to be a little bit of a friendly rival there and put on a good show for you guys. But you raced them clean, and you came out on top, man.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really pay attention to the inverts, and I looked at it. I was like, oh, all right, I'm starting second. And then Braden starts in close to the back. I mean, if we started like in the positions that we finished in for the heats, it would be a lot closer.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely 100%. You got anything to say, Dave?
I forgot to tell the audience at home, we did an invert of 5 tonight. We've been trying to keep it a little bit interesting. So the 5th place trucks got to start in the front row. And that shuffled everybody back, which is why Braden started so deep in the field as well as you. But you guys still, man, we kind of talked about it. I try not to talk about it too much, being related and being the broadcaster. It's not the Braden Ward show, but there was a lot of drama between you guys last season in another series, and I'm glad to see both of you guys were able to put all of that kind of aside and just focus on the race. And watching both of you guys grow like that was pretty awesome for me to see. And you got it done, man. And you got it done legit. Like, there was nobody that had anything for you. Skiles was there. Not sure what happened with him. He was running solid second. He was kind of taking a couple peaks, but you were running a solid line to protect your position. And unfortunately, he dropped back to about 14th, I think, is where he finished. So congratulations on the win, man. You're always fast. We always know that, the camera's going to be on you. And you guys put on one hell of a show tonight, and it was awesome to see. And it was awesome to call. I mean, Brody and I had something to talk about the whole time. So you guys made the highlight reel. And who would you like to thank, man? Who helps get you out here?
I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Off-Road Outlaws, Just Trim Lawn Service, AMX, BGM Racing, and a big thanks to Stealth and you guys for just helping and putting up this broadcast for free, making it awesome. And thank you guys for putting up this race.
Fantastic. Well, you're going to be able to do it again. We're going to Crandon Short next week. What are your thoughts as we get ready for that one?
Land Rush is all mine.
Oh, you heard it, folks.
Oh, it's going to make it real exciting.
So Nathan Matoxin right there with the confidence in his Land Rush start. It'll definitely be interesting to see, and we'll definitely I can't wait to check it out. So congratulations tonight on the win. Keep doing what you do, brother. You're doing a great job, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Nathan Matoxin with the win. Brody, that one was absolutely insane tonight. How was that for your first time coming back, getting back in the booth, knocking the rust off?
A little rusty, like you said, but I had a great time, and these guys put on a hell of a show. No crazy accidents, a lot of respect on the track. It's going to make it interesting for not only you and I, but the fans and, the family members. And like Matoxin said, man, we're doing it, and we're doing it right. We're doing everything we can to make this broadcast the best for your entertainment, and we're enjoying doing it. Feel free to give us any calls, give us any questions, and if you have any ideas, we're more than open to look into them. So help support Top Box and pushing the Cushion Productions. Like and share our page, and send a shout out.
Absolutely. Cody, what do you want to leave us with as we get ready to roll into Crandon Short next week?
Oh, Crandon Short is gonna be chaos. Very tight track, very short. Land Rush is always insane.
Well, we might see a little bit of Monster Jam.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be interesting to see. But what were your thoughts of the race overall tonight?
Right on.
What were your thoughts of the race tonight?
Tonight was actually fun to watch. I enjoyed watching the Pro 2s and Pro 4s. Braden was on hell of a run tonight. So was Edmondson.
Absolutely. I mean, Edmondson always an awesome one to watch. Did we bring him in yet?
I
don't
I don't
think
think
we
so.
did.
or
We're
we
gonna
got
do that.
mess.
We're gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
Holy
Saved the best for last.
cow! We saved the best for last. We were getting ready to sign off, and then I'm like, wait a minute, did we bring Josh in with the win of the Pro 2 class?
Josh, a lot of fan favorites, man. Everyone's rooting for you on YouTube. You put on a hell of a show, and you did not give up, man. You put the pressure on these guys for sure.
Yeah, that was fun. It's different when you're racing with the Pro 4s and it's all mixed up like that. It was a little crazy the first lap. I got some wheel damage from the contact in turn 1, and then I think I killed Drake Matag in turn 2, so I apologize to him for that. It was a little crazy, but it was a lot of fun.
Well,
Absolutely. A lot of respect for you here on and off the track. Go ahead, Dave.
oh, I was just gonna say, holding the pro license in iRacing, I think you'd probably be the best one in here to talk about. Like the battles with the Pro 4s and Pro 2s. If you're in the Pro 2, which is definitely a lot lighter machine, even though it has the same horsepower, it's got a lot of drawbacks to it. What does that mean for you? How do you prepare for the race when you come into it?
I really like the Pro 2s. I prefer them. They're definitely a little bit more challenging to drive than being rear wheel drive. It's not hooking up as much as the Pro 4, but I like the way you drive them better, sliding them in, and all the throttle control it takes. They're definitely my favorite vehicle on iRacing. But as far as preparing, it's nothing really different. You just got to try and get through the traffic with the Pro 4s out there, or try and make the moves. The lines are a little different between the two trucks, so making passes, either way, a Pro 4 trying to pass a Pro 2 or vice versa is tough.
Well, I mean, you make it look effortless. We all know that it isn't. I mean, I've definitely jumped into a Pro 2, and yeah, you got your hands full. You're consistently making different adjustments with the wheel to keep the truck tracking where you need it to be. But man, you come out here and you just you make it look so easy. But it's awesome to watch. You guys put on a show, and Taylor wasn't too far behind you.
No, he was right there. And those guys are fast. All these guys, there's a lot of them that have been around for a while, and that's just the big part of it. Is seat time in these trucks is huge. So I've got probably the most laps at Bark River here, I would say. So that definitely helps. It takes a lot of time to dial that in and get perfect in the Pro 2, because you can make mistakes so easy. Like you said, you're wheeling it a lot, so it's easy to lose a couple tenths here and there by just a little bit of an overslide.
Yeah, we were watching, even on a fresh track, you were still throwing down 114s, like low 114s. Yeah. And some people struggle to hit a 114 in a Pro 4, and it's like, whoa. So congratulations, man, on the win, and it's time to thank the boys who helps get you out here every week.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to you guys putting on the broadcast. Excited to go back and watch it. I'm sure it's going to be action packed. And then everybody, Cody, for putting on the league. This is fun. It's cool to see something different too. It's awesome. And then everybody on the team: Nitro Circus Sim Racing, Next Level Racing, Pimax VR, and Apex Gaming PCs.
Fantastic. What do you think as we get ready to head into Cranon Short? Are you looking forward to it?
I'm not going to be here next week, actually, but I will be. Yeah, I will be at the next one though. So I'm taking a little vacation. I'll be back whatever the next round is after that.
So for all those that they were voting for you and on YouTube tonight in the chat, they had a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh, Edmondson's going to take the Pro 2," which So if you guys vote for him for next race, that's not going to happen. We're going to get
No.
a fresh winner.
Yeah, yep.
Look, you're
I'm
taking
gonna
a
pick. I'm gonna
vacation.
pick it. I'm gonna pick Anthony James. I think he's gonna come out. He's gonna win it.
I really like watching him race.
Yeah.
He
Guy
lays
has
it.
some rough luck too.
Yeah, he definitely has some rough luck, but that also means that he also pushes it really, really hard to get back up there. I think Sean Winkler is also another great Pro 2 driver that has been coming out and racing with us. So
Yeah, he's learning a lot in the Pro 2s. It was a struggle to get him to race him for a long time, and I think he's just finally starting to enjoy him. So it's good to see more people get into the Pro 2s.
well,
And yeah, there a lot of them are learning. It takes a while, that's for sure.
absolutely. Well, we want to thank Next Level Racing for coming out so strong. You know, bringing out Whitner, yourself, and everybody else on the team, man. And it's awesome to see you guys come out and support Top Box. And you know, we definitely appreciate you guys being here.
Right on. Yeah, thanks for putting it on. Look forward to the next one I can make.
There you go. Josh Edmondson right there coming home with the win in Pro 2. And we forgot Drew Salgado. You are last but not least. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Sorry, my mic was muted.
No, we totally skipped around. It was such a great show tonight that we kind of got all jumbled up here. So, you know, what'd you think of that race, man?
It was fun. It was, it was a little rough in the beginning. I made a few mistakes, and the mistakes kept leading on. But other than that, I felt like it was a great race. I was able to finish top 4, which is amazing for me. My goal was just to finish. So,
That was one thing Dave and I talked about. The competition yellow there with lap 6. Sounds like a lot of people have commented on that. The beginning was rough. The second half came in. What are your thoughts on that, actually, and Justifully? I mean, that's something that came along, all of a sudden, and I think it's actually helped a couple guys out.
I agree. It brings everybody back, so it gives them a shot. But the nerves in the beginning always happen. So I feel like that's where it gets me.
Right.
But
that makes the most sense.
Yeah, it always comes for me. I mean, it always comes around at the end, because then you start calming down and starting to focus a little bit more. But yeah,
and
I couldn't agree more, Dave.
You just find your groove, and then it's like white flags out. And you're like, dang it. It's over now. Well, coming home in 4th place tonight, one spot out of the podium. You were definitely battling up there with Braden, with Erickson. What was it like as you guys were out there battling all the way around the track?
It was a blast. I was my mistakes. I think I was 3rd coming off in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gave Nathan a little tap in the rear. And then I think it was Braden that was able to get by me. And from there on, I was just trying to keep it there, keep it in 4th, and just kind of cruise and just wait for the opportunity to, get in 3rd. And then I believe who was I don't remember. Who was 3rd?
Clay Erickson.
Yeah, so he was able to get by me. He was from on my end at least, he was lagging out a little bit, so I didn't want to get up in the mix and end up ruining my race, getting taken out. So I kind of just let him go by and just tried cruising through there. And I don't remember who it was, but he ended up rolling in the chicane.
I think that was Corey Skiles. Yeah, he was up front for a while.
Yeah, once he rolled, I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna kind of cruise. 4th is good enough for me. I didn't want to push it too hard.
Well, there you go, man. Coming home in 4th place, one spot out of the podium. Who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight?
Drake Matag, obviously, you guys for hosting the races, Cody, and you guys for the broadcast. But mostly Drake. He helps me with my lines, and he actually got me back into this, so I'm glad. So Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, there you go. Congratulations. We will see you next week as we go to Crandon Short.
Sounds good. See you there.
4th place, Drew Salgado. That is going to do it for us tonight. I am definitely looking forward to Crandon Short as we go over there. Still has the world famous Crandon Land Rush start, and then they get jammed up into this tiny little bull ring of an off-road track. What do you think, Brody?
You know me, I like even running Crandon. It's one of my favorite tracks. You know, it's an all-around good battling track, man. You can't determine what's going to happen in the next corner. You have to do your best to judge it as much as you can, but it's I call that track the game changer for sure, Dave. And just like all the racers here tonight with their progression getting better and better, I think that's what you and I will do with the announcing in the stream as well. This is going to become something.
100%. And we're glad that you guys are along for the ride out in TV land. Thank you very much. We will see you next week. That is going to do it for the Gilboa Motorsports, powered by Gilboa Motorsports, Pushing the Cushion broadcast here on Top Box TV.